Hello, I'm Cory,
And I'm Wallace.
and we're an early retired couple that are traveling the world. At the moment, we're in Kuta, Bali, Indonesia, and today we are changing hotels.
Yeah, we've spent 30 nights now here at the Fairfield by Marriott Bali South Kuta. And now we are switching today, moving from Kuta to Legian, and we're going to the Fairfield by Marriott Legian for 5 nights.
And why did we end up staying so long in a hotel?
Yep, very valid question. So again, if you haven't watched one of our previous videos, the only reason we're doing 35 nights in hotels right up front early in the year is because we are chasing Platinum Elite status with Marriott Bonvoy, which is Marriott's loyalty program. And really the only reason we're doing that is because we have a lot of hotel stays scheduled for later this year. And I wanted us to have that platinum status in order to get room upgrades, free breakfasts, lounge access, and so forth for our stays later this year, especially the stays that are going to be in higher end properties. So it was relatively easy and cheap to do that here in Bali, where for the last 30 nights we've been paying $62 Canadian on average per night for this hotel. And we were going to have to spend money for an Airbnb or something anyways, and this wasn't much more. And it really just launched our number of nights stayed for the year. So we're going to hit platinum status early and just have much more comfortable, luxurious stays later this year, and also save a bunch of money when we are doing those stays by getting, like I said, free breakfast. Lounge access also gets you drinks and appies. They call it drinks and appies, but basically you can have a light meal in the evenings if you wish in the lounges at some of these hotels. So bottom line is it'll end up saving us money as well. So yeah. What have you thought about staying in a hotel for so long?
Honestly, I didn't hate it. Kuta is a really busy place. So one of the benefits of staying in a hotel for so long is that you get to know the staff. And the staff here are lovely. They're just they try to go above and beyond. One of the downfalls was that I couldn't eat in the kitchen.
The restaurant, you mean?
The restaurant. So that meant that we had to eat out at every single meal, which we kind of anticipated. And the reason I couldn't eat there was because I just couldn't trust the kitchen staff to take or understand how to cook for celiacs. And the reason I ended up talking to the kitchen manager, and she ended up being celiac as well, completely out of the blue. She's Indonesian. It's less than 1%. She had to go to Singapore to get diagnosed, but she completely understood.
She felt very bad too. She, to the point where she wrote Cory a beautiful handwritten note apologizing for the fact that they couldn't really accommodate her dietary needs in the restaurant here, and also gifted Cory a giant fruit bowl.
Yeah, I just happened to be up at the pool, and they just brought that, and they were just really sorry. So that was just heartwarming and very sweet.
Yeah, and again, that's something that I feel like because we were staying here longer, we got to know the staff a little bit better, and gestures like that, certainly unexpected, but very, very appreciated.
Yeah. A couple of the downfalls was the lack of space. Living in a hotel, obviously, this one's actually fairly big, so it wasn't too bad. But there's not really a gym. I mean, it's a tiny little gym. The weights, we've definitely dealt with better weights.
We showed the gym in the previous video, and it was a little lacking. Yes.
So working out was a little bit of a challenge, but we made the most of it. I think we walked close to 10 kilometers per day. We would go out for breakfast and then walk back, and breakfast was quite a ways from here. And then because the traffic is so crazy, we decided that there's two gluten-free places that are relatively close. And so we would pick one or the other for dinner. So at the end of the day, on average, we were doing 10K a day. So we got lots of exercise.
Yeah, especially in the heat here. That was we sweat a lot each day just walking around Kuta. So yeah, no, I would agree with pretty much everything Cory said. Definitely some challenges to staying in a hotel for this long. Is it something we would necessarily do again? Probably not. Now that we've got the platinum status for that, or we will have the platinum status, which lasts all of this year plus carries all of next year. Moving forward, we don't need to stay all 35 nights all up front at once to maintain that status. We can spread the stays out throughout the year, 5 nights here, 5 nights there, that sort of thing, which is probably what we'll end up doing in the future. I should also mention, I guess technically I've said 35 nights. To hit platinum status with Marriott, you actually need 50 nights of stay in the hotels through the year. We started off with 15 nights credit already because of one of the credit cards we carry, which is the American Express Marriott Bonvoy cards. And so we only need 35 more nights to hit that status level, which definitely helps. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now.
I would say I very much, once I settled in, very much enjoyed staying in the hotel. Like Wallace said, I don't think I would do 30 nights ever again in one row.
Yeah, definitely. So this was specific. There was a reason we did it. We wanted to do it because, some of the benefits that we'll get out of it. But we can get those benefits much more easily moving forward without having to do a long stay like this. So yeah, we're just about to check out here and do a short grab ride to the new hotel, which we'll show you guys in a little bit and show you a tour of the new hotel in the room when we get there. And yeah, and then that's it for the moment.
And we've made it to the Fairfield Legian Hotel. And first impressions, it's A, a lot newer, B, a lot bigger, and C, a lot more open air.
Yeah, the lobby areas here is really open. There's a cool courtyard area that way. That's all open to the air. It seems really nice. It was a long 24 or so minute Gojek ride here. Traffic was pretty bad, but honestly, we got here pretty quickly, much quicker than I would have expected. So yeah, that was nice.
Yeah. And the staff here are on it. They came and got our bags immediately and didn't really give us a choice. They carried everything. Yeah,
again, this is technically Fairfield is one of the lower end properties within Marriott Bonvoy. We're not paying a lot. I think we're paying $70 Canadian a night for these 5 nights. It's not an expensive property, but again, the level of service that you get when you're in Southeast Asia definitely leaps and bounds above what I would expect to receive in North America for a similar property. We're just waiting now. I'm checked in, but we are a little bit early. Check-in time's 3 o'clock, so we've got about 20-25 minutes before our room is ready, and we'll take you guys in and show you around the property as well once we're into our room. Welcome to our room. When you walk in, immediately to the left, there is a bathroom here. It's nothing fancy, but it'll do. It's clean. It's fairly spacious. Toilets behind the door there. It's kind of an awkward spot, honestly. Sink and mirror here, and then a shower here. Now the shower is really big. It's enclosed. There's actually a door, and you've got the handheld, and you've got the rainfall, which is kind of nice. And then we've got, looks like some closet space. I think there's probably a safe. Yeah, a safe right there. And then the main room, we've got a TV. We've got a little mini fridge under there. A desk. So there's a nice handwritten note here acknowledging our Marriott Bonvoy Elite membership status. And they left a little thing of, it looks like cookies, I'm guessing, for us as well. That's a really awkward curtain, but it looks like we've got a nice pool view room. Big sliding glass door. And comfy bed, king size bed. Now the one really weird thing about this room is that's the bathroom on the other side here. And you've got this little French sliding door here, or no, barn door, sliding door. If you want to watch someone have a shower. Kind of an odd design choice, but there you are. Anyways, that's pretty much it. We'll wander around and show you the rest of the hotel after. This is the lobby of the Fairfield by Marriott Bali Legian. And it's pretty open and spacious here. Not much over there. It's just looks like a computer for people to use. The check-in desks are over there. And we'll just head that way and check out the pool. There's a restaurant off to the side there. It looks pretty big and looked decent, but we're generally not going to be eating at the restaurant because we did ask about gluten-free for Cory, and her understanding of it wasn't great, and we didn't get a good feeling that they would actually be aware of cross-contamination with things like putting the gluten-free bread in a regular toaster, that sort of thing. So odds are we're not going to eat there, so you won't see what that looks like. We've got the main bar area here. And a pretty decent looking pool, honestly. Swim up bar over there, and it's pretty big. And there's some loungers and stuff. So I think we're gonna be spending some time here later. And it looks like the lower section there is a kiddie pool. It doesn't look as deep, which is kind of cool. So take a look there. And now we'll take the elevator down to the basement level and show you guys the gym. So dining room's pretty empty right now because it's in between breakfast and lunch and there's nothing there at the moment, but it gives you an idea of what it looks like. So the basement level has meeting rooms and a little game area here, some ping pong. Okay. More meeting rooms. And this is the gym. It's much bigger than the last one at the previous hotel. We've got a couple of treadmills, an elliptical, a weight machine, a bench, and a bunch of free weights. And it's honestly not too bad in here. This is our only real complaint about this hotel, is this particular shower in our room. I've never heard a shower do that before.
One other thing that it continues to do is water fluctuation. I don't know if it's tied into like other rooms or something, but if somebody flushes a toilet would be my first guess. It goes really hot.
Like scalding hot.
Yeah, it's equivalent to like the old plumbing where they used to have everything tied into one.
So closing thoughts on the Fairfield by Marriott Bali Legian. Overall, I like it. Our room's bigger than the one at the South Kuta location. Much brighter and airier feeling because of this large sliding glass window that opens out to our patio. But the hotel property itself is a little older. There's a couple of quirks with it.
My impression is that because it's a bigger hotel, the staff are a lot busier, so they're not going to be as attentive. Now, that might be because we were there for a month at the other one, that we just got to know the staff, so maybe that's not a fair assessment. The other thing is they had better towels at the other place.
Yeah, the towels here are pretty thin and not great. The other hotel had much, much nicer, big, fluffy, thick towels, which is kind of nice, honestly. Those are the best towels we've had since we've been traveling.
But again, that's very, very minor. Overall, if I had to choose again between the two, I would go with Fairfield Kuta.
I agree. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the room tour. I think that's where we're going to leave it for this video. If you have any other questions about Marriott Bonvoy and earning elite status, feel free to post a question down below and I'll do my best to answer those. Hopefully this video helps some of you if you're trying to decide which hotel to stay at when you're here in Kuta, Bali. And yeah, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up to give us a like and make sure you subscribe.
And we hope that you'll join us in the next video for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.